What's up guys, Vital Syntax here, and today we're talking about the Engineer class for Battlefield 4 and some of the things that they've changed, updated, and tweaked coming from Battlefield 3. Recently I did some videos covering the Assault Kit and the Recon class. There'll be links in the description as well as during the outro if you guys want to check out those class overviews. Now, in general, the classes in Battlefield 4 from Battlefield 3 haven't changed that much, but the Engineer class is one of the few classes that has actually had its category of weapon changed. In Battlefield 3, the Engineer had the carbines, something like the M4A1, and the all-class weapons included the submachine guns and personal defense weapons like the MP7. And they've swapped that. Now the personal defense weapons slash submachine guns are going to be used in the Engineer class, and the carbines are going to be available in all-class weapons. Now ultimately, you'll still be able to use those carbines in the Engineer class because they're all-class weapons, and you can use them in any class you want, along with the shotguns and the designated marksman rifles. But it is kind of interesting that they've changed that. And I feel like the SMGs and the personal defense weapons are more based for close range combat. Carbine's going to give you a little bit more range, but maybe not as high of a fire rate. If you look like something like the CZ3A1 Scorpion Evo, which you guys are seeing in this gameplay, has a insanely high fire rate. I don't know how they're going to represent that in game. I've heard that the fire rate in game is about 1,000 rounds per minute to 1,100 rounds per minute, which is still going to be very high, but you can see it has a lot of recoil. So it seems like the Engineer weapons are going to be better suited for close range, but if you do want to use a carbine, that option's available to you because of the all-class weapons, along with the designated marksman rifles. If you want to have even a longer range rifle, something like an M39 or an M14 or something along those lines. Now, we've only seen two weapons that are confirmed in some of the gameplay from E3. That's the CZ3A1 Scorpion Evo, which you guys are seeing here, and also the P90, which we saw in a very short frame glimpse at the end of one of the trailers when he's knifing the enemy character, counter-knifing, and you can see he drops the P90 on the ground. I'm sure we'll see a lot of other carbines, a lot of other PDWs and SMGs that return from Battlefield 3, things like the MP7, the ASFAL, a couple other weapons like that, but these are the only two that we've actually seen in gameplay and confirmed to be in the game. Now let's talk about some of the other changes other than weapons to the Engineer class. Well, you still have the RPG, we've seen that. We don't know about the SMAW, but I'm guessing it'll probably be there as well. We still have the FIM92 Stinger. Guessing we'll also have the Igla, but we haven't seen that yet. And they've also brought back the MBT Law, which stands for Main Battle Tank and Light Anti-Tank Weapon. You can see it in a couple of screenshots here. And it looks like you'll actually be able to control where the bullet is going in real time, which is kind of cool, allowing you to kind of correct your shot after you've already shot the round. On top of that, we also have the repair tool and the M15 anti-tank mine, things that we've also had in Battlefield 3. Now, in general, I thought the Engineer class was kind of the best balanced class in Battlefield 3. The Assault class was the best option in almost every infantry-based map, and the Recon class and the Support class I felt like were underpowered in a lot of situations. Yes, if you use them in their designated role, you could be somewhat effective, but I felt like the Engineer class on the larger maps like Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, it was like the class everybody was using, and I think that they're trying to tweak that down a little bit, and by giving them the submachine guns by default, which I would consider slightly less useful in Battlefield 3 at least than the carbines, we might see a change in that, because in general the carbines have a little bit more range, but the submachine guns have a little bit higher fire rate. You can also get larger magazines, something like the MP7 with extended mags goes up to 40 rounds, or something like the P90 that has a 50-round magazine. And in Battlefield 3, the submachine guns were also very good with hip fire. If you threw on a laser attachment, or even without a laser attachment, the hip fire was fairly accurate. And I'm interested to see, once again, we don't know at this point, but I'm interested to see how they're changing up some of those things coming to Battlefield 4. Now, I thought about clumping my overview of all the new vehicles and stuff into this video because engineers are obviously most useful for taking down and repairing your own vehicles, but I decided to do that in a separate video. So coming up soon, I'll do a video that goes over all the weapons, all the vehicles and all the upgrades and stuff that we've seen so far, including the tanks, the helicopters, the jets, the boats, and all that stuff that we've seen so far or heard about for Battlefield 4. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I've got one more class overview with the support class that'll be coming up over the next couple days. If you're interested in seeing that, then don't forget to subscribe, and there'll be links to the other overviews during the outro if you guys want to check those out as well. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the battlefield.